It's your girl, Lady Mocha. You know I'm always going to pour you a cup of truth, and I'm always going to break you off a slice of knowledge.
What do you mean?
No, what you mean what I mean? So, you mean to tell me that you lost my food stamp card, but you with this bitch man for her groceries?
It's the same car.
No, it's not the same card. You lied to me yesterday and said you didn't have it. But what's she doing with groceries though? I'm just trying to figure out. It doesn't matter. Is she paying for the shit? She giving you some money for my shit?
What do you? It's a food stamp card.
It doesn't matter. You got some money, baby, because I need my card. Who got the card?
Price like both of our kids.
It doesn't matter. Not her kid.
Bro, it's a food stamp card.
It doesn't matter.
It's a food stamp card. No, it's a food
Where's my card?
Dang, bro.
Get him.
Beat his ass.
Who got the card? Where's my card?
I wasn't on paper right now. I'm trying to card.
You trying to feed your kids? I got kids, baby.
It's cool, I can pay for it.
Oh, yeah, but y'all gonna have to pay for it.
Stop down. Here.
Yeah.
Here go the food stamp card.
The money too, because she gonna have to pay for her own shit.
Damn.
Okay. It's cool.
Okay,
there.
The fuck?
Thank you for helping. No, you ain't. No, whatever.
Damn, boy.
That's fucked up, man. You let your girl take your food stamp card.
Damn. Oh, man. Who gon'
Oh my goodness. In the name of Jesus, Lord have mercy. When I saw this clip, I had to do a commentation on it. I couldn't resist. Anyway, I want to thank all of you for stopping in and dining in and rock out with your girl on this day of March the 6th at Cafe de Paris. How's everybody doing out there? How's it going? I had to stop and do a quick chat video because when I saw this clip, I was just bewildered, okay? I mean, I was just flabbergasted. This woman, as you see apparently in this clip, caught her man in the grocery store getting ready to pay for this other bra's groceries, okay? All right, he had her EPT card, which lets me, it's a whole lot more with this whole situation. I got to break all this up in so many elements, okay, because this whole scenery is just so displeasing to my spirit. I mean, I'm definitely going to have to put in a prayer request for this stupidity, okay? Basically, she had to give this dude her EPT card, okay? All right, which is, I get it, okay? Couples look out for each other all the time. My husband gives me his debit card. I have a credit card to his account that I have with me at all times. That way, if I need something, I don't have to call him for him to give me the money. He just say, look, take it off the card. You already got a card in your possession. Okay? Granted, I've given him my debit card. It's been times my husband fell on short, didn't have any money, whatever. You know, his check wasn't coming in until the following week or whatever, because he does big time jobs for big time companies like universities. He does roofing with universities and all of these special type of facilities. So a lot of times they only pay twice a month and vice versa. So as many times I had to lend him my card, and that's something that couples do. But the whole problem with this situation here is she not only lent him her APT card, okay, she asked him, I guess she couldn't find a card that he didn't give back to her. She asked him where the EPT card was, and he lied to her and told her he couldn't find it. And apparently he had it because he was getting ready. He was getting ready to pay for this other bra's groceries. Not only did she give this dude her EPT card, she also gave him money. Okay, so I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Granted, couples, if you are a loyal chick, you are a loyal dude, you are supposed to be there for your mate when times fall short. But my problem is, you had to give him your card and you had to give him money. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sensing in my spirit that this Negro is broke, okay? The spirit is telling me that this dude is unemployed, okay? I'm feeling it in the atmosphere. I'm feeling the spiritual presence that this dude don't have a goddamn job, okay? Apparently, you don't have no job. If you got time to go take another woman out on your main woman, you got the audacity to pay for your side chick's groceries with your main chick's EPT card. No, son, you are breaking all the codes. You are violating all the codes, honey. You definitely need to be charged. You need to be charged with stupidity in this situation. I'm so serious, okay? This is the whole issue with this clip, okay? This is what I've been preaching to all of my ladies, and I've been preaching this to my fellas for quite some time. When you meet someone at the bottom, it is imperative that you keep them there, okay? Stop being a janitor. Guys, y'all need to stop being janitors, because y'all do it too. Y'all will pick up these women that are down to the bottom. Y'all will pick up these women that already got children from previous relationships that's not getting no help. I'm not saying dating a woman with children should be all bets off, but if you see she's unstable and she's not getting no money from none of her kids' fathers, what you think is going to happen if you get with her? What do you think? You think you're just going to be able to wine and dine her and just be with her and she's not going to look for you to help with her children? It's not going to happen. Even if she doesn't have children. Let's say if she don't have children. She got her own apartment, got her own car, got her own everything, but she's constantly in debt. Her lights are always getting turned off. Her car note is always behind. You do not want to deal with a woman, whether she has children or no children, who's straight up irresponsible. Because you got some very irresponsible, trifling ass grown women out here who do not handle their business, okay? Who will buy hair bundles, who will buy concert tickets to go see New Edition and do all of that knowing her rent is in jeopardy, knowing her light bill is in jeopardy. You got some grown ass women out here with some little girl ass mentalities, you feel me? So same thing goes for you guys, but even worse so for you goddamn grown women out here, okay? I cannot preach this more than enough. If you meet a man and he's down on his luck, he's staying in a homeless shelter, he's living on his mother's couch, I mean, he's staying with a sister, he's staying with some woman in the family, living with his baby mama. Well, whatever the case is, if you meet this man and he's down on his luck, you need to leave him there. Do not try to be cleanup woman and take him in your house and work on him like he's a goddamn project, okay? There's too many grown women out here who have spent money buying other grown men drawers, buying other grown men shoes, buying other grown men clothes for them to get a job interview. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. When you do this, you are putting yourself in a parasital situation. And basically what I mean by parasital, you are creating yourself to be a parasite. Basically, you're putting yourself in a position where you're going to be used. You're going to be suckered. You're going to be taken for granted. Because like this guy said one time, hey ladies, if a man walks into your life with sneakers on and you introduce him to gator shoes, 9 times out of 10, he's going to walk right out your life with them same damn gator shoes that you bought and will get with the next chick and act like he had it like that all along. I've seen too many women get played by picking up men who are at their worst. Now, this has nothing to do with for those who are in a relationship and your man falls short. If you're in a solid, wholesome relationship, and for the majority of the time, your man has always paid the bills, he's always held it down, he got in a situation, he fell short, things happen. It's not on that level that he's using you. It does not mean a man is using you because he falls short and he's always had a job and this time he's looking for you to step up just to help him till he gets on his feet. That's a different story. Now the thing is, if he never gets back up on his feet, now slowly but surely it's transitioning into you being used, okay? So you have to have discernment. You know, I always tell people it's more than one way to look at things. Do not have a tunnel vision. Do not just look at things in one way and one way only. You have to look at all the different dynamics that play into it. This woman here, evidently, I can tell he didn't have a job. He didn't have anything to show for, which is why he stood there like a deer in the headlights when she asked him for her card back and she asked him for her money back. any other dude would have tried to buck the system or would have tried to, you know, really embarrass her, humiliate her, try to flip the script. But for him, I felt like the only reason he's doing that is, for one, he's soft. Not soft in the sense to where he should have got at her for even confronting him. That's not what I'm saying. He's soft in the sense. Soft in the sense as you can tell he's spineless. He has no backbone. There's no real manly, masculine type of vibe that I'm getting from this guy. Okay, basically, you can tell he doesn't have nothing, which is why he really didn't buck her. He didn't even gripe about it. He just went ahead and gave it to her. You know why? Because he knows he's not working. He knows he's not helping. He know he had no room. He had no type of rights to even feel some type of way, because he knows he ain't got nothing, because he ain't about nothing. Basically, he's a square. He's a low common denominator dude, okay? He's the bottom of the barrel type of dude, okay? He don't have nothing, all right? That's why he had no problem giving up the card and the money, because he knew deep down inside it wasn't his. He didn't work for it. Not only that, he knew he's not contributing. Okay, let's say even if he fell on his luck or whatever, which in this case we didn't know, he could have said then, oh, you gonna clown me, or you gonna do this, you gonna do that, I pull my weight, I handle my business, this and that. He could even argue about it. Okay, and that's not to say he had any room to really argue, but the thing about it was he just really couldn't argue because the man does not have nothing. All right. This is my thing, ladies. This is what y'all have to understand. There's so many women out here that are so desperate. They're so desperate. We got some desperate fellas too. I'll ride y'all in the view. I'll ride y'all later on in this topic that I'm doing, in this recipe. I'll get at y'all later. But y'all women, y'all have reached to a whole new level of desperation. You meet these men. I've seen millions of women do it. You meeting these men at their lowest, and you taking them not only into your home, you bringing them into your heart. And the worst part about it is, a lot of y'all, is one thing if you're going to put yourself at risk. If you are by yourself and you want to be stupid enough to bring a man in on your turf, bring him in your home, bring him in your bed, bring him in your heart, you want to do all that and you by yourself, that's fine. But it's even worse when you have children and you are making these type of decisions. Because what y'all are not understanding is, your children are seeing you or seeing you go through the struggle, and they are witnessing how you're being taken advantage of. This is the wrong type of message that you want to send to your children, especially if you have daughters. And even if you have sons, if your son see that you're willing to let a grown-ass man move into your home with no money, no job, don't even have his own transportation, I don't care if it's a hatchback, he's coming to you empty, with nothing to bring to the table. What type of message are you teaching your son? You teaching your son that it's acceptable to be a goddamn zero. That it's okay to come to a woman with nothing. All right? And your daughters are definitely getting the wrong perception, because you're making them think it's okay to have a man come stay with you, even though he's not helping you pay the bills, even though he's not contributing. A man is better, a piece of man is better than no man at all. And that level of thinking has a lot of black women screwed up today. That a piece of man is better than no man at all. A lot of y'all are so desperate, y'all are moving these men into your households. You don't check their background. You don't check to see if they got criminal records. You don't investigate. You don't do any type of real investigations when it comes to these dudes that y'all are taking into y'all homes. Y'all don't check. Y'all don't do y'all research. All he got to do is look good and have good Willy Wonka. Long as he got that big piece of chocolate, that is all y'all are worried about. Okay, until times get hard and your back is against the wall and you about to get put out of housing because your rent done fell behind because you've been so busy helping him, or even the fact that he's not even if you are holding down the bills, just the fact that everything you're paying for, he keeps subtracting, and you're wondering why you can't get ahead. Because I've seen a lot of women who've done this. I've seen a lot of women. I'm gonna just go ahead and put a lot of us on blast. I'm just go ahead on and do it. Okay. I noticed that a lot of women have reached a new level of desperation to the point to where they have just learned to not even expect anything. Oh, something is in my eye. They have learned to not even expect anything, to not look for anything, to not even ask for anything. Do some of you ladies and do some of you guys out there realize that some women are in a sense almost afraid to ask a man to step up and do his part, because she feels like if she asks him to do anything, if she gets to the point to where she's expecting him to step up to the plate, that she fears that he may leave her. And there's a lot of women who are in their apartments right now, who are in their homes right now. They are struggling with the light bill, struggling with the car notes, struggling with the car insurance, and they got this grown ass man laying beside them, snoring, kicking back, drinking up all the kids' Huggy Juices and eating up all the Doritos and animal crackers. And they would not say, baby, I need your help. I'm struggling. Because they know they brought these men on their turf with nothing. And a lot of you women, where y'all play yourselves at is, y'all sit up here with this independent speech. I'm independent. I don't need no man to pay my bills. I don't need no man to help me. I can hold my own. My thing is, when you say stuff like that and you make it seem like you this boss chick, you got it all together, it's always the most brokest type of dudes that will hold that, who will hold that literally against you. A real man, even if he knows you can hold it down by yourself, he's not going to feel comfortable with you doing it all, because that does something to his ego. That does something to his masculinity and his pride. A real man is not going to feel comfortable with a woman doing everything. Even if she said, I can do it all, ain't no man going to sit up there, a man with real substance, go sit up there and say, okay, baby, you want to do it all, I'm fine. But these clown Negroes, if you sit up there and you tell a clown Negro out your mouth, I don't need no man, I can take care of myself, you contradicting yourself. You're saying you don't need a man, but yet you move him in your house. But in the back of his mindset, because he's already a user and a loser, he's going to remember that you told him, you don't need no man to help you with anything. You got it all under control. You can handle it. And then you want to backtrack when you see now that he's staying with you, you don't move them in on you. Your light bill done went up, your water bill done went up, your gas, you empty more gas out your tank than you ever was before. Now you mad and you disgusted with him. Now the Willy Wonka is not enough to keep you satisfied, because now you realize after you climb up out that bed, after he done gave you 2 or 3 orgasms, you still got to deal with that light bill. You still got to deal with that water bill. You still got to deal with these kids' daycare. It gets real, and it's a lot of you women. You sit up there, y'all play yourself every time because you so badly want a man to want you. So you will sit up there and make it and lie and tell him you have it all under control. And in a sense, sometimes you may, and in a sense, you probably did have it all together. But what people got to realize is when you bring somebody else in on your turf, and that's the same thing for you guys. You bring a woman, if a man brings a woman in on his turf, or a woman brings a man on her turf, and the people you bring in on your turf are not bringing anything, what's going to happen is they're just constantly withdrawing from you. They're withdrawing. And what happens when we keep taking money out the bank and we never put money back in the bank? Duh, you have insufficient funds. And that is what's happening. And believe it or not, that's why you got a lot of angry and frustrated black women walking around here hating the world, hating everybody that's in it, because they have taken on other responsibilities that's not helping them, but if anything, it's adding more burden on them. And this is not to say that you need to be one of those women. You created all of these burdens. You are intentionally going out there looking for a man to help you. That is not the concept I want you to program in your thought process. I'm not saying you got 8, 9 kids from all these random men and you can't get help with the light bill. You intentionally looking for a man. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you are a woman who is handling her business, even with 8, 9 churn and all of that, you handling your business, you paying your light bill, you doing what you're supposed to do, you don't need to be taking in another child. Because that's what you're doing. When you bring in another grown man on your turf and he has no job, he has no car, he has nothing, that's like another child. A lot of y'all, these men that y'all claim is y'all man crush Monday and all that, they ain't nothing but another old ass son. They're another son that you got. The only difference is you didn't actually give birth to them. Okay, you know what I'm saying? This is what women have to realize. In this case, I believe that is what this woman did here. She basically, she's not a bad looking chick. I can tell she has a nice little body and everything. She's not an ugly chick. She may be a handful, I'm sure. But she took this dude in, trying to make him a project and build the bear, build the bum. You know how they have the build the bear at the mall, where you build the bear and you put the clothes on them and you dress it up. She rented this dude from Build the Bum. Okay, and she basically trying to build him up, trying to make him a project. There's too many black women trying to make projects out of these no good brothers. I'm not talking about the brothers who handle their business, who ain't looking to take advantage of a woman. I'm not talking about all black men. I'm talking about these scrubs. I'm talking about these low common denominators, okay? That's who I'm talking about. This has nothing to do with the men who are handling their business or whatever. You picking up these type of men and trying to make them projects is a fatal mistake, because what they do is they constantly drain you financially and emotionally. And that's why so many of you women are walking around here bitter, mad, and angry with the world, because you done took on a whole nother project that you couldn't afford to take on. And instead of you admitting that to yourself, you rather walk around bitter, hateful, angry, and disgusted with everybody else because you were so damn desperate. You didn't wait on God to send you somebody. You didn't wait till you met a man with substance, you know, to invest in. You didn't do that. You got desperate. All because he smiled in your face. All because he brought you a couple of drinks from the club. All because he broke you off with some of that Mr. Good Ball. You know, you ran with it. And the problem, this is the problem with a lot of women. They get so consumed with the brother's physical attributes because he looks good, because he dresses good. Let me tell y'all something. One thing about me, I've never been fooled by a man who can be clean all damn day long. If a man can be clean all damn day long, that already lets you know he's a low common denominator. Unless he's a lawyer, a doctor, he's one of those white collar brothers that sit behind a desk or something. That's the only way he should be clean. All right, but for a brother to be G'd up all day, that lets you know right there. Wait a minute, no real man got time to be G'd up all day unless he going out Friday or Saturday night with his boys, because he been working all week long, paying the bills all week long. For a man to be clean every day, all day, and that's where you women get fooled at. You too busy looking at, oh, his sneakers dirty, his sneakers raggedy. He got a goddamn job. He ain't got time to be walking around here looking all pretty boy Floyd, okay? But pretty boy, unemployed Floyd got all day to look pretty. Same thing with these women. The same thing with you guys, because you know I'm always ride y'all too, okay? Y'all look at a woman. It's been plenty of times I left my house looking a hot ass mess, okay? With my bonnet on, which is kind of ratchet. But hell, I'm married, so I ain't trying to catch like that. But still, I've had men look at me sideways because I had on my little house clothes, you know, little stains on it from washing dishes and stuff, and looking at me like I'm a complete zero, like I'm just a bottom of the pole broad, not knowing that I'm home cleaning. I got these stains on my shirt from keeping my nieces, nephews, whatever. You don't know why you judging a book by its cover, not realizing that a real woman don't have the time and the energy to be fine all day long. Not when a real woman has kids, she has a job, she's going to school, she has a family. She don't have time to keep her hair and nails done all day. So if you one of them icky picky ass brothers, the moment you see a sister needs a fill-in, you want to write her off. Oh, she ain't that cute, she ain't that pretty, her hair messed up, blah, blah. You will be surprised. These same women you judging, you go to their house, you see their beds are made up, their kitchen is clean and spotless. You will be surprised. And these same helpers who you see wearing these tight shirts, these tight dresses and these long hair bundles and these top of the line French manicure and pedicure, you thinking they so fine and so gorgeous, so this and that. You go to their house nasty. They don't even have a cover on their goddamn mattress. Okay, the mattress is dirty and stained up. They too damn trifling even to put a damn a cover on a bed. Literally, you will be surprised. You cannot look at how people dress within that moment or how they carry themselves within that moment unless you really know their history and unless you really get to know them. You cannot judge a book by its cover. You feel me? So that's really basically the whole moral of the story. Stop picking up people that are at their lowest. If you meet somebody who's at their lowest, I'm not saying be judgmental. My husband met me at my lowest. I didn't have anything, you know, and he took a chance and he invested in me, you know. But so you just still have to use discernment. But the best thing these days, because I've been with my husband when I was 18, it'll be 18 years for us come March 11th. We'll have our 18-year anniversary coming up, as a matter of fact. But basically, when you meet somebody at their bottom, give them some time to get themselves together. Don't you be no man and meet this woman at the bottom. You taking her in, you taking her kids in, you taking her mama in. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care how great she is in bed. Because after a while, depending on how much burdens she put in your life, that's not going to mean anything to you. You're going to regret the day and damn the hour you ever met her and you ever put on and brought her into your life. And especially for you ladies out here. And make it so bad, I've known so many women who have, out of desperation, brought men into their homes around their children, which is the dumbest goddamn thing you can do, all these child molesters and predators. But a lot of y'all do it because y'all so damn desperate. And a lot of these women, sometimes they get stuck. I've heard women say, I want to get rid of him, but I can't get rid of him, because some of these men, because they know they don't have nothing, and because they not man enough to go out there and find a way to make things happen, they will get mad with you the moment you want to put them out your apartment or put them out your house. They will make it hard for you to get rid of them. They'll threaten you about hurting you. They'll threaten you about tearing up your furniture or stuff that you don't work hard for. It's a lot of women who are scared to be in their own apartments, who are afraid to be in their own homes. They are afraid to get rid of these men, because these men who don't have nothing, they're not easy to get rid of. Okay, it's like a stray dog. You see a stray dog walking around the neighborhood. You don't try it, but if you don't believe me, try it. You see a stray dog walking around your neighborhood, put some food in your yard. Put food in your yard and see what happens. That stray dog gonna keep coming and keep coming, keep coming. Even there's gonna be days when you don't put that bowl of food out there, they're gonna still circle around, because they're gonna look for that, because they've gotten so accustomed to you leaving things out, making things convenient for them and feeding them. They're going to look for it. And the moment you tired of that stray dog coming into your yard, messing up your flowers or pooping on your lawn, you want to get rid of the dog. You can't get rid of him, because you have given him that mindset of you're going to always provide. So they're not, it's easy to, it's going to be hard to get rid of them unless you call a damn animal shelter or animal control, you know, and unless that guy gets to the point where he does something really, really bad, where you call the police and get them to escort him off his premises. There's so many different laws and statuses and state statutes that you got to be careful. If a man is in your house, a person or a man or woman is in your house and they receiving mail, you can't just get rid of them even though your name is on a leash. It's all type of things. People don't think about stuff like that when they're desperate. You have to be very careful, you know. And some of them are so smart, even some of them are so smart, they will never physically put their hands on you. They'll never do anything to help you to get rid of them. They'll just stay there and use you, pimp you, lie to you, take advantage of you until that leash breaks or something comes up to where you can move out or whatever. You are stuck, okay? So this goes basically without saying, be very careful picking up folks from the bottom. If they're to the bottom, leave them there. This lady, this is what she did. I can tell that's what she did. He don't even look like he came a car. He had a car. I bet he probably came there riding with that girl who groceries he was planning on paying for off of his woman's card. He didn't even like he had a car. He don't even like he pumped gas. He don't even look like he even touched a gas pedal. I mean, you can just, my spiritual vibe is just telling me this dude is unemployed. I feel it in the spirit. I feel it in the spirit. Y'all women need to have more discernment. Pray, ask God for wisdom, ask God for discernment, so you don't go out here making these irrational ass decisions that's going to end up costing you in the long run. And the problem is, a lot of women, we're emotionally built, and that's a curse for us, unfortunately. And a lot of us have made permanent decisions based on emotional feelings, and then you get stuck. And the same thing for you guys. Stop going behind how good and fine a pretty woman looks. If she has a lot of goddamn baggage, if she has more baggage than a damn Greyhound bus station, I advise you to leave her right where she is. If you want to do for her, hell, drop off that 15-piece special from Popeyes, drop it off for her and her kids and keep it moving, okay? Don't be trying to play janitor and clean up all of her mess. You don't want to do it, okay? On that note, it is your girl, Lady Mocha, your diva in knowledge. Again, I want to thank all of you who have been supporting me, rocking out with me, with my channel. Keep in mind that I'm still working on my book. That project is almost done. It was something else that I needed to tell y'all. I can't remember for the life of me. Oh yeah, okay, I remember what it was now. What I'm going to be doing slowly but surely, I'm going to be transitioning into doing my commentary on certain shows. I am a viewer of certain shows, like I do watch things like I think it's a show off of TLC or one of those shows. Love After Lockdown. I'm also a viewer of Teen Mom and a couple of other reality shows. I'm not a heavy reality show watcher like I used to be. I don't do Love and Hip Hop. I can't even stand doing stuff. I can't even stand even commenting on shows like that because they're so scripted and full of crap, and it's the same ratchetness that has always been. But just to give y'all a heads up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in certain shows and certain episodes in the heading, okay? So you will know what show I'm going to be commenting on, okay? So that way, if you want to view it or not view it, you will know that it is not my usual recipes about life lessons like I normally do, which is what y'all know me for. That way you'll know up front I'm actually commentating on a certain episode or a certain reality show. So slowly but surely, I'm going to be merging and blending into doing commentary on certain shows that I'm fans of and giving my feedback. So if you see anything, it's going to automatically be displayed in the title. That way you have the option to want to view my commentary on that show, or if you just rather like, nah, I'm not into stuff like that, I'll just wait till Mocha put out her regular usual recipes like she's been doing, then that's fine. You know, you'll see whatever the topic is that I plan on displaying or discussing is going to be right in the title, okay? So I just thought that I would let all of y'all know, because it's time for me to start making some changes. You know, we can't keep anything the same, but you know, I'm going to still be the same old Mocha like I've always been. That is not going to change, and that's for certain. I remember, y'all, as I told y'all before, y'all know I'm doing my second master's, so I'm almost towards the end in these classes. I don't know what it is about these instructors. The closer you get to the session ending, the more they want to pile more work up on you. I just don't get it. But on that note, I want to thank all of you for tuning in and rocking in with me, your girl, your diva in knowledge, Lady Mocha at Cafe de Paris. And remember, I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth, and I'm going to always break you off a slice of knowledge. Y'all have a good one. Bye.